not a writer.
Okay.
For those who
what we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
But I promise you,
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Child of Mecha Livestream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha, and we are back. It's Monday! Woo! Yes. I think, who got it right? Kenneth Sim and Gamer Bud. Congratulations, you guys. You're the big wieners. Wait a minute, Bud, is that... I think that's 2 in a row for Bud. I think that is. I think that's 2 in a row. He's on a hot streak, you guys. A hot streak. Whew, boy. Man. What a great weekend. What a great weekend. We'll talk about that here in a moment, right? But first, hey, if you want one of these cool-ass Bear Guy t-shirts, go hit up www.childofmecha.com and hit the store button up at the top. You'll find shirts, hats, and bags, and all sorts of other cool stuff, right? And then, there's my wife, Lynn, mind reader, right? And then James 2.0, Spider2K2 says, spoiler alert, Gamer Bud is hacking Tim's webcam. Oh shit, that would be bad, right? I mean, you wouldn't see me doing anything other than working on the model here. But hey, whatever. Guys, the things I've seen. Thanks, Bud. Anyway, so go check out the Child of Mecha store. Absolutely, please. And then if you are interested in any of the stuff that we are working with tonight, some of the tools and materials and stuff like that, there is an Amazon link down just below here on YouTube and Twitch. That side if you're watching on Facebook, because it's working tonight. I know Donnie's over there. And surprise, guys, it's Prime Day. So if you're going to go and grab those deals, take a look at the link below and just check it out. That's all I'm saying. It would help out the stream tremendously, right? Because I do get a very small commission based off the stuff that you buy. Doesn't increase the price for you, but it does, like I said, go help out the stream, right? Got the mic, got the Stream Deck, the update to the computer that we can now run the Stream Deck, and we can do cool things like this. Yeah! What's up, Mecha Army? Anyway, Brandon5269, any of your tools suggested on tools on sale? I don't think so, but double check. The ones that I checked, earlier were not. But you gotta keep in mind that Prime Day is usually for bigger named items and brands and stuff like that, more popular stuff on Amazon. So it's a give and take. But while you're perusing the amazing deals on the bigger name stuff, head over to the link in the list and see if you need anything. Or not. It's up to you. No pressure. Anyway, with that being said, if you need kits or paints or accessories or anything like that, hit up our good friends right down here, USA Gundam Store, Adam, and the fine folks down there in Florida. We'll definitely hook you up nicely. They are expecting a rather large order of SMS paints, I hear, this week. But y'all didn't hear that from me. Shh. Anyway. Oh well, cat's out of the bag, right? So, let's see. This weekend, you guys, for all my Aussies in the chat, man, Flynn and Kirk Hill and all those guys, man, you guys showed the fuck up at GBWC. Oh, wow. What can I say? I am more than impressed by the entries. Congratulations to Aaron, Weathered AZ, who won for his now second year in a row with that crazy looking samurai Zaku, right? If you guys have not seen it, I highly suggest you check out Weathered AZ, all one word, on both Instagram and Facebook. Highly, highly recommended. And while you're there, go follow Gumpla Works, which is our boy Kurt, and Flynn Burger, which is our boy Craig. Yeah, they're very worthy of your follows as well. I highly recommend it. Yeah, and I know I saw Kurt's post earlier, and he's having a tough time at work today, you guys. So we're gonna pull him through, hopefully this tough day, along with Flynn. Hopefully we can help them get through this struggling Monday after that crazy weekend of GBWC and Soju and sneaky shots. Oh yeah. Y'all don't know about the sneaky shots. I saw some. But man, the one thing that I think, for me anyways, being an outsider looking in, obviously, that encapsulated the entire Australian GBWC weekend is the one photo of 100+ crazy Australians with Kawaguchi and his handler right up front, and Craig is kind of like off to the side going like this. I saw you, Craig, though. You can't hide from me. That one picture of all of them just having a fun time. That for me, if they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, that one's worth 1,000,000, right? That's what it should be all about. It should be about camaraderie. It should be about fun. It's an awesome looking time, right? Awesome looking time. Ranger Chris says, anyone have links to the photos? Yeah, dude, go on Facebook and check out Gumpla Builders Australia group. That's kind of where all of it is. And man, you don't have to be an Australian to enter or to join. I'm not. I'm a member, right? A lot of people I know that are outside of Australia are members. So yeah, it was really, really good. The live streams were great from Ryan and the gang. Tristan with the live feed, of the ceremony and everything was great. Just, man, the whole thing was just really, really cool. They had video of the speed building competition they had, and all the video of Ryan saying, can I get a hell yeah, right? Come on, it's classic stuff. And like I said, that's what GBWC should be. It's a bittersweet vision, right? Because I'm at one point, overwhelmingly, I'm happy for the Australians. I fucking love those guys, right? But I wish we had it here. One can hope, right? Oh, look at that. Kirk says, at least I won the speed build contest. Nice. I did not see that, Kirk. Well, congratulations, buddy. Fastest gun in the West. There you go, man. Flynn says the videos for panels should be up soon. Nice, because I know our boy James 1.0, Mr. No Zaku boy, James Denise, and then Robbie, Mr. Gundam Taz over there on Instagram. They both did a panel together, and they taught a panel on how to model in scale, right? So I'm sure everybody has seen James's just insane diorama, and then Robbie's insane diorama with the little mechanized Haro getting shot to death. Just really, really great examples of how to model in scale. Yeah. So I'm actually excited about that. I want to see those because, number one, those guys were talking to me about it. Robbie and I were kind of shooting the shit one night on one of his live streams, and yeah. Sounds like fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. So that should be really, really interesting. So, man, congratulations to all the Australians. I know there can only be one winner, and congratulations to Aaron. But, man, for those of you guys that did not win or place or whatever, holy shit, you should be proud of yourselves. Because I'm going to tell you what, you all went in there like studs and came out much the same. So, congratulations, you guys. Seriously. That's amazing. Kurt Hill says, haha, James didn't go to bed till like 5 a.m. that day. That's typical James, right? Very typical James. Flynn says they did well for very little prep. Again, typical for those guys. But, you know what? they can pull it off, right? Because they're just so damn entertaining to listen to, especially James, right? He's got that drab, kind of dry kind of sense of humor, and it's just infectious. It's awesome. So very, very, so extremely proud of all of you. So great job. Wonderful job. So, man, that was just so great to see. If you haven't seen it, like I said, excuse me, definitely go check out the Gundam Builders Australia group on Facebook. Amazing group of folks. It's kind of nothing but love in there for a group so big and so spread out too, right? It's really cool. It's really, really cool. Kerr says, Tim asked James about his girly drinks. Oh, shit. I mean, yeah, I'm going to agree with Freddie. There's nothing wrong with girly drinks. You put them in a manly glass, they're not girly drinks anymore, I guess, right? I don't know. That's my 2 cents anyways. But, so, beyond all that, again, great job, Australians. I think there was only one person in the chat, and I think that was Donnie, that kind of picked up on the change of things. Anybody else? The small change. It's a teeny, teeny, tiny change. Teeny, tiny change. Anybody? I'll wait a few seconds. I'll give you a few seconds. But Donnie was the only one. He's over on Facebook, so I think he was the only one to see it at this point. Oh, Roosh got it. Good job, Bill. R and G. Right there. Yes. So what that means, you guys, pre-orders for all 5 new sheets. All 5 in red and gray, right? In 1/100 scale. Those are 2. Red and gray, not green. Nobody wants green. Come on, Kenneth. Killing me, buddy. That's okay, though. It's okay, though. I like where your head's at. But red and green, now you got me saying it. Red and gray in 1/100 scale. And then those same 3 colors in 144 scale. Those are going to be up tomorrow on USA Gundam Store for pre-order. Tomorrow. Not tonight. Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So, the red and gray 1/100 scale, same price, $8.99. 144 scales, $6.99. Not bad. And it's the same amount of decals on the 144 as it is on the 1/100 scale, just shrunk down 30%. Because that's what the scaling is. So, gird your loins, folks. Because tomorrow will be the day. So, get your pre-orders in tomorrow on USA Gundam Store, right? That's where it's going to be. Adam said he was going to have them up tomorrow. I don't know what time. So keep checking. All right, keep checking. But they will be up tomorrow. Pre-orders for all 5 new decal sheets will be up tomorrow. So go get you some. Yeah, go get you some. Excuse me. William Taggart says, damn, my wife is going to get on me for adding more fines to the Gunpla category of our budget. I love it. Dude, William, just blame me, man. Just send her my way. Just blame me. I can bear the heat. Seriously. Good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, so tomorrow, guys, keep checking on USA Gundam Store. I'm sure Adam will tell me when they're up. I'll probably make a post about, well, I will make a post about it on the social medias. And yeah, so there you go. Oh, I will. William Taggart says, oh, I will. Don't worry. Cool. Hey, man, you can bear the heat. We can bear the heat. As long as it keeps it off you, man, we can bear the heat. Oh, man. And you know what? In Gamer Bud has a very good Very good call. Very, very good comment there. He says, guess you gotta start designing that low-key Mecha Army decal, right? You know what? I was thinking about that today, and I've got some ideas for Sheet 3. Because Sheet 2 is pretty much locked in at this point. Some fine-tuning, rescaling for 144, and then we're ready to go on it. But for Sheet 3, I think we're going to do something a bit different. So that should be exciting. And we'll have some Mecha Army stuff on there. Very, very, very small, blatant ones, but larger, very subtle ones. Let's put it that way, right? Because I think Bud had asked or had suggested maybe just like an MA, right? Abbreviation. I think that's doable. I think that's totally doable, right? But as it says, you know, Mecha Army actually spelled out, yes. I'll throw very little ones on there, and there's only going to be a couple. So I'll throw those on for you guys to help represent, right? All right. So Kurt Hill says, I'll catch up with the stream in a bit. Got a few calls to make for work. Kurt, man, hang in there, buddy. I know it's tough today, but man, you hang in there. Good stuff. And what else? See, Chris R, he's kind of... We're right there, Chris R. Oh, speaking of Chris, yes. So today, we kind of finalized plans for the kids' workshop at Sabaton Con, right? So, what is it? Adam at USA Gundam Store has been gracious enough to donate some kind of beginner level kits to our kids workshop at Sabaton, right? So ages 14 and under will be able to come in, get a free kit, sit down, build it, and then we're going to have guys from the Arizona Gundam Builders Club. We're going to have folks from those Gundam guys, and then of course I'll be on hand to assist in assembly, answer any questions, whatever needs being done at that point. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun for the kids. You know, something to help get them into the hobby, have a lot of fun, right? Because a lot of these anime conventions for especially little ones can be a bit odd. I'll just be blatant with it. It can be odd. So, yeah, we're going to do something specifically for them and give them a little bit of fun. So I think it's going to be really, really a good time. So, but if you haven't, if you don't know about Sabaton Con, it's coming up at the end of August, beginning of September, August 30th to September 2nd. It's, what is that, Labor Day weekend, I believe? I think. Maybe Labor Day. I don't know. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I am. But that super long weekend, I'll be out there. A bunch of those Gundam guys will be out there joining me. We're going to do panels and demos and have tables and all sorts of other stuff, right? It's going to be a very, very good time. We might crash some of the Arizona Builders Club's panels. We might just kind of come in and storm the place. I don't know what we have planned, but between those two groups and me, I think we're going to have a lot of fun. All right. So I think it's going to be a great weekend. So if you are in Phoenix or have the ability to be out there during that event, during Labor Day weekend, I highly, highly suggest it. Yeah. Excuse me. John Michael's over there on Facebook, and he says, I'm new to building and was thinking about purchasing an airbrush. Is there one you would recommend? Thanks. John, number one, brother, welcome to the hobby. Welcome to the Mecha Army. Thank you for watching, number one. You're asking the right questions, dude. I love that. Yes, there is a beginner airbrush that I would absolutely recommend. It is, where is it? Here it is. This, this little guy right here. This is the Neo by Iwata. It's an entry-level airbrush. It's about $50 on Amazon. I don't know if it's discounted for Prime Day right now or not, but this is a great little beginner airbrush. Obviously, I have one. I still use it for different things. Now, mind you, I am a fan of siphon feeds, where the majority of Gunpla builders like the gravity feed. I am a horse of a different color, so to speak, right? A unicorn, if you will. But this is a wonderful airbrush. This is Iwata quality. They are simply the Cadillac of airbrush quality. I've had my other Iwata for probably it's 19, at least 15 years, and the only things that I've ever had to replace in that airbrush are the needle and the nozzle. Those are the only two things that I have ever needed to replace in that airbrush. All the O-rings and everything are original to that airbrush. So you cannot dispute the quality of Iwata, right? So the Iwata Neo, since you're on Facebook, this way, there's an Amazon link on this side, right? The link to the Iwata Neo is in there. It's under the tools for mecha modeling. Yeah, you might see some other stuff in there and everything like that too, but that's the easiest way to get to the listing. Go check it out. But that's a great question, man. Welcome to the army. You get one of these. Yes. Love that. Anyway. Ooh, look at that. John MHDZ 215. So John over there on Twitch. He says, and if there's a Hobby Lobby near the dude, he can get 40% off with their everyday coupon. Well, look at that, right? That's a good deal too, man. So get it where you can. It's an absolutely great little airbrush, especially good for beginners too. Now for compressor, I'd probably say you're going to have to read some reviews. A lot of people really like the Master Series airbrush compressors. They are lower in price, but again, they are very entry level. Some of them have tanks, some of them are tankless. Having one with a tank is really nice, because what it'll happen is that compressor will fill up the tank, and then as it reaches the desired pressure, it will turn the compressor off and save that motor. So food for thought, but you know what? You have to take in your budgetary concerns, right? So keep that in mind too. But yeah, you can't go wrong with the little Iwata Neo. For the price point that it is, $50, it's a wonderful airbrush for that price. My Iwata Eclipse was more than twice that. And like I said, you know what? It's lasted 15 years, over 15 years. So yeah, really good stuff. You can't go wrong. Oh, there's Taz. What's going on, Robbie? Look at you, boy. This dude, man. I was saying, Robbie, congratulations to all the Aussies, man. And then you came in after my spiel, dude. So, congratulations, man. You guys walked in there studs and you walked out of there just the same. So, great stuff, dude. Great stuff. Kyle H says, have a Harbor Freight compressor, good price for entry and good for the long run, surprisingly. There you go. What did I have? I had just a little off-brand Chinese no-tank compressor that I got off eBay for my first compressor. I think it was like $60-$70, right? And that thing lasted me probably a good 4 or 5 years. Before I upgraded to my Sparmax, and yeah, it's pretty much, the thing is a beast. I've never had an issue with it. Knock on particle board. So there you go. But man, great question. Welcome to the hobby, John. I like where your head's at. Yeah. Bro Builder said over there on YouTube, Brian says compressors with tanks don't fluctuate air pressure during the push. At use tend to drop flow after a couple seconds. Requires a bit more finesse. True. There's our boy Rensley Clark over there on Facebook. He says, had so much fun for my first GBWC. Looking forward to getting down there again. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. I am so glad you had a great time on your first one. It popped your cherry, no longer a virgin of GBWC. And man, what a way to go in, right? Just super strong competition. So good. Let's see. Gary's over here on YouTube. He says, I have a Harbor Freight compressor and a Procon Boy 0.3 millimeter by Mr. Hobby. Nice. Is that one of the teeny tiny ones, Gary? Like the little miniature, like little airbrushes? Like those are crazy small. Like Gary must have like little hands for that. I don't know. Bailey's with us. What's up, B? I know he's been in here for a while, but he says, I had an Iwata Smart Jet back in the day. Now I have the Master Airbrush with tank. No difference. There you go. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes cheaper is better. Right? Sometimes cheaper is better. And Bailey would know. He does a ton of airbrushing, so I trust his word. Vincent Lewis, he's with us over on YouTube. He says, I have a Harbor Freight Fortress Quiet Run, and it works great. I started with the Harbor Freight Airbrush one that was $69, and it worked great also. There we go, right? There we go. Brandon5269, anyone know of any Gundam competitions in Michigan? Can't seem to find any. Maybe I'll try to start one if there is not one currently. Dude, Brandon, check with Galactic Toys. Yeah. Zach Reich over there at Galactic Toys. Talk to him. If anybody would know about it, it would be him. And if you do want to try to get one started, he would also be the one to talk to. Yeah, he's deep into that stuff, man. He is all about it. All about it. So, dude, check with Zach. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. If you don't find one, of course, right? But I'm sure Zach would love to help out with something like that. Yeah. Let's see. John Michael over there on Facebook, he says, my first build, and boy, did I learn a lot. I can't wait to advance in the hobby and learn. Thankfully, there are masters like me. Get out of here, you. We can learn so much from. Thanks again. Cheers from North Carolina. Dude, if you're in North Carolina, hit up, and if you haven't already, Hangar 18. That's where Joel and Bailey and all those guys are. Shit, they'll bring you in and definitely help you out. Or wait, you're in North Carolina. I think they're in South Carolina. Shit. Bailey, am I correct on that? You guys are in South Carolina, right? NCSC? I don't know. Anyway, but hey, it's worth a drive down, right? It's worth a drive down at any rate. Nope, NC. Okay, so there you go. So you're in North Carolina. Cary, North Carolina, John. Cary, North Carolina. If you're close to that, man, get out there. Go with those guys at Hangar 18. Joel, and all the crew from the what is it? The Chopping Mat? No, the Cutting Mat podcast, which is a great podcast, by the way. They call Hangar 18 home base, man. Bailey over here on Twitch, YouTube is one of the foremost guys out there. Yeah, and go out there and hang with those guys. You will learn a ton in very short amount of time. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get caught up with some of these comments. You guys are blowing it up tonight. I'm serious. Superset5 says, what was that gel you used on the Zaku elbows last stream? I'm thinking I'll need it on my next project. Oh, dude, it's just petroleum jelly. Like the shit you get at Target and Walmart and stuff like that, right? If you're in the States, Vaseline. It's the same thing. It's just a brand name, right? But petroleum jelly, that's all you got to do. And we just basically use that as a release agent for what we did. Yeah, real simple stuff. Good question. And I forgot that. Damn it! I forgot that we have a question. Next time. Brandon 5269 says, thought of reaching out to him. Thanks, Tim. Dude, yes, reach out to him. He's an amazing dude. He's so nice. He will hook you up if he knows what's out there, right? If anything is out there. If not, he'll help you put something together. I will almost guarantee it, right? And if you got something, if you do work out something, let me know. I'll help get the word out. Definitely. And I know George is in here. He'll definitely help you out as well. Sorry, George, I'm not volunteering you for anything. I'm just assuming at this point, buddy. Let's see. Zashan's over there on Facebook. He says, hey, Tim. Hey, Donnie. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Z. Donnie says, Bobby, Ricky, Mike. If you guys know that, you know R&B from the 80s. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike. Come on, man. Don't stop the rain. I know Donnie. I know Donnie. You better know that, dude. You better know that one. And George, you better know that one too. Mr. Straight Up Grandmaster Flash George over here, man. Oh, man. New edition. Thank you, Vincent Lewis. Yes. We've got another one. Yes. New edition. Come on, man. Yes. We're having some fun tonight, aren't we, you guys? Oh, my God. All right. So, Danny Baxter, how you doing, Zashawn? Yeah, how are you doing? See, you doing good, bro? Courtney's over here. Courtney's over on Facebook, you guys. Miss Dafarobo. She says, hi, Tim. Just figured out how to watch on your Facebook. Oh, welcome, Courtney. Thank you for watching. If you need anything, let us know. We've got a great group over there on Facebook. But you know what, Courtney? This one's for you. Welcome to the Mecha Army. It's our first time watching on Facebook. Why not, right? That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's see. John Michael says, right on, Carrie. Isn't that far from me? Near Riley. Yes, dude. Make the trip. Make the trip. So Sean says, dying, bro, this heat. Oof. So Sean, where the hell are you, dude? Donnie says, John Michael Hangar 18 is a great shop and have meets every Sunday. Definitely worth a trip. Bailey and the crew are super helpful and informative. Look at that. They just keep coming in, right? They just keep coming in. Courtney says, you cracked me up with that store ad for us. Hilarious and very useful. Hey, you know what? Come on. I had to do it for you guys, right? If you guys don't know what Courtney's talking about, go check out the Amazon link. You'll see a special little section in there specifically for Shane and Courtney. Just something I recommended to them. Not even modeling related. Still funny, though. Donnie says, slow it down. Got to cool it now. Ooh, watch out. Yes, come on now. We're rocking over here. I love it. We're having fun tonight, you guys. I don't even know why, but we're having a lot of fun over here. Ricardo Ramirez is over there on Facebook. He says, hey, Z, what's up, Ricardo? Thank you for coming out and watching. Appreciate that. Scuffle says, 3 words for you, Tim. Belle Biv DeVoe. Yeah, but that came later. BBD came later, right? With the poison, never touched a big button, a smile. No, I totally get it. Love them, too. But there's just something about New Edition that was the original, right? So original. I love them. Oh, they were my jam back in the day, right? Let's see. Brandon5269 says, real long shot. I'm looking for a Gundam kit made in 1989. Just think it would be cool to have a kit for my birth year. Dude, George, I think could probably help you out. Old School Gunpla. Because he's way into that build your birth year thing, right? So if anybody could help you out, I'm pretty sure George can. George, can you help us out with that? Can you help Brandon out with a 1989 year kit? Please? Mecha Army? Vincent Lewis, I do what I want to, right? Come on now. Let's see. Ricky Paul Carlson says, just a reminder, Hobbytown in Lubbock, Texas is hosting GBWC on August 10th. Won't be competing as I'm judging. Nice. But you still have a little time. Excellent, dude. Thank you for judging, man. We need qualified people, right? Let's see. Chris Pab says, we're in Chicago. We're dying of heat here. Really? What? Like, how warm is it out there, man? Like, is it like 100 degrees or something? Like, come on. It's like high 80s here in Maryland and kind of nice. It's not bad. It's not bad. What the fuck? Gumbo in Miami, what are you doing to me, man? He says, yo, what's up, everyone? Let's raid Tim's home. No, don't do that. That'd be the wrong thing to do, I'm telling you. Wrong. No. Wrong move. Don't do that. That's not Mecha Army, man. Come on now. I appreciate the sentiment, though. Jesus. Oh, it's like in the 90s here in Chicago. Hui Nui... God, I know I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. Hoynian? Negan? Fuck me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I butcher names. I apologize. That's my bad. My fault, you guys. That's my fault. Anyway. Yeah, but what's the humidity? Yeah, right? Humidity's probably pretty high out there in Chicagoland. So, it is what it is. Going to be triple digits this week. Ouch. Yeah. Oh, win. Okay, we win. Thank you. We win. You win. No, we win. I get it. That's awesome. Yeah, but Chris Pabs says it's why he calls me Pabs. But dude, I know how to pronounce your name now. Pabalate. See, you thought I forgot, and I just shortened it to call you Chris Pabs to get out of it, right? But no, I remember these things. So there we go. All right, so Gary's he's got, all right guys, got to go to work. Much love. Noise. Thank you for watching, Gary. Very, very good stuff. Let's see. What else? Man, you guys are blowing the chat up. Courtney said over there on Facebook, she says, we finally saw the flyer at our Hobbytown. We are so excited we can enter here. GBWC? Yes. Yes. Enter. Win. Superset 5 says nearly 100 here in Indiana. It's pretty warm. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty damn warm. Yeah. Gundam Taz Robbie says hungover as all fuck. Dude, I can imagine, bro. I can imagine. That weekend was probably terrible, right? Let's see. Ultraman Dyna says, hey Tim, please tell Chris R not to cry when I beat him on our build-off at Sabaton Con. Woo! It's getting hot in here, you guys. I don't know about you, but man. Luis is kind of bringing some heat. Shots fired. Come on now. Ransley Clark's over there on Facebook. He says, have you seen the pro photos from GBWC yet? They turned out so well. Dude, I've seen a ton of photos from Aussie GBWC, and I am just kind of blown the fuck away. Everything just looks amazing. It looks like an amazing time, too, by the way. So I hope I can get down there one time to hang out with you crazy fuckers and just have a lot of fun, right? Because it would be a lot of fun. It would be so much fun. Me and, oh my god, think about this. Me and Taz and James and Ryan and Craig and Kirk and Josh and Scott and... God, I know I'm forgetting other people down there, but man, come on, it would be stupid fun. Stupid fun, man. Ugh. So good. So good. Oh, there's the other half. There's Shane, Dr. Robo. He's over there on YouTube. So Courtney's watching on Facebook. Shane's watching on YouTube. So I don't know, man. What's going on, Shane? We were talking to Courtney earlier. She's over there on Facebook. She gave us a big shout out. So she said you guys enjoyed the Amazon link. So there you go, buddy. Let's see. Zashawn says, can we talk about the Aussie crew for a minute? What an awesome, fun, and talented group. Dude, we actually started the show off doing that, man, Zashawn. We took, I don't know, maybe a good 5-10 minutes to just talk about how good the Aussies were and how amazing that whole thing looked, right? I'm telling you, man, so good to see that. So good. So, yeah. Super proud of the Aussies. Super, super proud. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi. Everybody's doing their thing. All right, cool. So, it's now, what, 10:51. So, we've been talking for like almost an hour, you guys, and it's gone by like that, right? Crazy. Just crazy. The half site says, just moved from to PA from Georgia, and it's 74 here with 15-mile-per-hour winds. It's magical compared to the humid hell down south. Half site, where in Pennsylvania? Where in PA? I'm curious. Maybe northern PA? Because I know southern PA is probably still in the 80s. Like, that's kind of like close to where I am. So, yeah. Chris Pab says, Tim, we've got BuildCon. Let's show them up there. Dude, right? Come on now. BuildCon's going to be awesome, too. So, hey, just real quick before we change gears, let's just real quick recap appearance schedule here just for a second, because we went through it big time on Thursday. So what is it? August 3rd, this coming up August 3rd in just a couple weeks. We're going to be, me and Justin are going to be at the Hobby Works in Laurel, Maryland, teaching scale model photography. Come out for that. It's a $5 fee. 3-hour class. We're going to hang out and everything afterwards. We're going to have a lot of fun, answer any questions that you guys may have, take some pictures and stuff like that, and it'll be a lot of fun. So come out if you're in the area or if you have the ability to get to the area. A couple weeks after that, on August 17th, me and Justin again will be out at Hobbytown in Richmond, Virginia. It's their GBWC event, right? So nickel models. Listen to me, I said nickel models. Nickel models over there on Instagram. Pointless Hero and everybody out there in Virginia, have been talking this up, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be a big event, so please come out for that. Me and Justin are actually teaching 2 classes out there that Saturday, so we're going to do simple details, and then we're going to do scale model photography again for those of you guys out there. Come on out and show up for GBWC. Enter your models. Make a statement for Richmond. Do it. George says, Justin and I, Tim. I know, Mr. Grammar Pants. It's all good, man. But me and Justin, we'll be out there for that. And then after that is Sabaton Con. We talked about a little bit on, it starts August 30th, lasts to September 2nd. We're going to be doing some panels. We're going to have tables out there. We're going to be probably rating some panels and stuff like that. We're going to have a kids workshop where kids 14 and under can get free models and just kind of come and just hang out and build and everything. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. After that will be SCGMC. What's the weekend on that? I think it's the 9th or 10th. SCGMC. I don't know. I think it's the 10th, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, or SCGMC. SCGMC. What? November 9th. Thank you, Freddie. November 9th, SCGMC. I'll be out there. Just got confirmation on that on Thursday. So I'll be out on that, doing a panel out there as well. I don't know on what yet. We're still kind of figuring that out, Angel and I am. So that's going to be amazing. Yes, August 9th. Sorry, you guys. I was trying to remember off the top of my head, and I didn't know if it was the 9th or 10th. But it is the 9th, November 9th. And then the weekend after that on November, 16 and 17? I think. I'm bad with dates. Yeah, 16 and 17 is the New Type Build Con in San Francisco. Again, I'll be out there for that, teaching a panel, and all sorts of other stuff. I have a table out there. Come get your decals and stickers. Come see the models, all that fun stuff. So that's all of the upcoming appearances that are scheduled so far. So if there's any more, holy shit, we'll have an update. But enough's enough, right? Whew. Yeah, and Chris Pabs is going to be out there too, you guys. So come on out and see Chris. Chris's models are crazy, you guys. I'm just saying. Freddie says, LOL, I'm the guy in charge of SCGMC. Dude, and you're not the one that asked me. Angel did, asshole, so shut up. Brandon5269, Tim, we have a question.
We have a question.
He says, when is your deadline for GBWC? It's a very good question. I don't know when the online, straight up online, vanilla online, entry deadline is. I know it's got to be in like October or November. It doesn't matter because Airdrop's going to be my entry for this year. That's done and dusted, as the Aussies say. Airdrop will be my entry for this year. What we're working on now, the Zaku and the Hunter Gelgoog, that will be for next year. Okay? That's just the way that it is. I am not going to get this thing done in time. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So, I already know my abilities and I already know my lack of time management. I know it's not going to happen. So, I'm going to build the best damn Zaku that anybody's ever fucking seen. And we're going to go with that. Yes. Anywho. Fun times. Superset 5 was over there on Twitch. He says, rumor I hear is Gundam Battle Operation 2 releases on August 15th on US PS4 servers. I can't wait. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, you guys. I am not up on that stuff because I don't know. Space Rat 53 online GBWC entry for me, since nothing is anywhere near Las Cruces, New Mexico. That's Space Rat. Any news on when online entries for GBWC will open up? I do not. That's on Bandai's side, like Bandai proper, like Motherland Bandai, like Japan Bandai, right? That's on them. Because all vanilla online entries go directly to them. It goes to Kawaguchi and the marketing team, Benji and the crew, from marketing. Those are the guys that judge the vanilla online entries. So that is the route that I am going to be taking this year, because, quite frankly, I feel like it's the most fair and probably the best quality of judging. Anime Expo was no slouch. I'm not going to front. Anime Expo, I think, was pretty on point with the judges. Save for one. But we won't talk about that. We got to talk about this Zaku. And kind of the stuff that I did over the weekend. So, let's now change gears. An hour into the frickin' stream, half of it already gone, and it seems like we just started like 5 minutes ago. So let's change gears. Let's go camera 2. Boom, here we go. And let's show you what we've done here to this crazy little Zaku guy here. So we've got the Sinanju Stein waist that we're using for this Zaku, right? And over the weekend, I just went to town scribing the hell out of this thing and getting it looking good, right? So we'll get into just a little, in just a second here. Space Rat says,
We have a question.
he says, I have a question. Since I'll be getting my chopper, what are some things I can practice making that I can apply as mods to my master grade Zaku F2? All sorts of stuff, man. Yeah, Kyle H. Excellent. Simple strapping details. 100%, right? Just little things, right? So what I would say is go back and watch the series where we worked on the shield and stuff. Because all this, even though I know it probably looks complex because it's in its finished stage, it's not, you guys. You can do this. You can do this. This is not hard. The toughest part is coming up with the design. That is the absolute toughest part. Execution is not hard, especially when you have the chopper and you take your time and you watch your attention to detail, because that's really where the key is. Attention to detail, you guys. You can do this. You can absolutely do this. So simple stuff like this, just different plates, the strapping, the extra armor here, these little detail pieces here, that's all just different pieces of plastic strip and stuff like that. It's pretty simple. It's actually really simple. It just looks complicated in the final stages, and you will be shocked as shit when you pull it off for the first time. And you'll be happy and you'll be proud. And then you'll want to do it again. And then after that, sky's the limit. And then you're hooked into it. So, Ranger Chris says it's been an hour. Dude, it has been an hour, right? It's been crazy. So, Bailey says, and let's remind people to get a Chopper 2 as soon as possible, because once this last stock finishes, it's done. Yeah. That is very true. That is a very, very good point, Bailey, because stock is starting to run low on places. I saw on Amazon right now there's 2 left on the current vendor. There are other vendors that have stock available. But at this point right now, it's like 43 and some change on Amazon. It's a pretty good price right now, and it's on Prime. So why not hit it up? Yeah. Bailey says, talked about it at a local train shop last week. Chances are another company will buy out Northwest Short Line, but not guaranteed. Probably. That's probably a very safe bet, but it's not a guaranteed bet, because I know based on the gentleman's who owns it, their post on there, at one point he sounded like he didn't really want to sell the company. He just kind of wanted to let it go, which is unfortunate, right? Because I think that would be a disservice to the community, to the modeling community proper, because especially the chopper, but with all the other products that they carry, help out many, many train modelers, right? But time will tell, right? Time will tell. John over there on Twitch says, thanks for the motivation, Coach Harkins. Oh man, thank you, dude. In one of my former careers, I actually was somewhat of a coach motivator type thing, and I enjoy that. I like it. It's fun. And Freddie keeps messaging me. So you guys, if you hear the little ding in the background, that's Freddie instant messaging me. Freddie, if you're still watching, just put me down for like scribing class or demo or something like that. Hour long. I'm good with that. Easy peasy, right? You guys will come out and check out a scribing demo at SCGMC, right? Right? Come on out. Come on out, man. Freddie says, LOL, it was only 3 messages. It still kept dinging, right? Bailey says, they make a ton of obscure axles and fitments for trains that no other company makes. Yeah, and it would be such a loss, especially for the train guys, to do that, to lose that source, right? So, it is what it is. Let's see. Man, guys are blowing up the comments, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I just don't want to shortchange on the actual work, right? But, hey, this is important, too. This is important, too. Let's see. Donnie says, I'm stocked on Chopper. I need to get my hands on that True Sander. A lot of these guys are busting at the sides over this True Sander thing. I don't know about it, man. You know what? Luis, here are my True Sanders, buddy. Man, I always shout out Release, Mr. Ultraman Dyna for these, man. These are great, by the way. Love these things. These are just the best. Kyle H says, I motivate my troops all the time, whether they like it or not, right? Sometimes, yeah. But, you know, there's that old adage, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But attract bees with honey. Or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, Julius Dembski says, Tim, since you're talking about adding details, could you tell Space Rat what the common sizes and types of plot plate do you use? Sure. Just real quick. So I primarily use evergreen strip styrene. You can find it at most hobby stores, or you can order it directly from their website, evergreenplastics.com or something like that. Google it. You'll have to find out because I don't think that's the proper name, although it might be. I primarily use the evergreen strip styrene. Now, it comes in like 4 different primary thicknesses. 1/4 millimeter, 1/2 millimeter, 3/4 millimeter, and 1 full millimeter. Those are your bread and butter thicknesses, but then they come in a bunch of different widths from 1/2 millimeter all the way up to 6.3 millimeter. I use all of them. Every single one I find a use for. So get what you think you might want, and then that's really, really the way to go. And then just keep adding because they're pretty inexpensive and easily available, right? I don't think Evergreen's going anywhere anytime soon, especially with their market in Japan. They are just like, they got it all. Excuse me. Chris Pab says, Freddie, I can do something. Dude, yeah. Chris, are you going to SCGMC? Please say yes. That would be awesome. Ultraman Dyna. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Space Raptor 3. Yeah, what are some sizes for plot plate you use? I plan on making a shopping trip tomorrow. Okay, cool. So, for actual like sheets of plastic, I don't know if I could recommend Evergreen because they're kind of on the small side and they are a little bit more expensive. Although, if you don't think that you're going to need that much, then go ahead and get that. 1 millimeter, 1/2 millimeter, 1/4 millimeter. I would probably recommend those 3. I don't know about 3/4 millimeter because it's okay. But in the strip, it's awesome. So get that. Or hit up McMaster Car. McMaster.com is the site. And, you know, we talked about it on Mechanism on Friday. Me and Brian were just spitting poetic about McMaster Car. The hardware and stuff like that you can get on there. Just amazing stuff. And Bro Builder, Brian, he's in the chat right now, I see. Yeah, dude, amazing site. McMaster.com. You can get raw materials. I buy a lot of the big sheets that I use for bases and stuff there. This is a 12 by 24 inch sheet. And this is about 3/4 millimeter, if I remember correctly. You can get full on, like, almost plywood size sheets of plastic from that place, in thicknesses from 1/32 all the way up to 1/4 inch in thickness. I don't know why you would need 1/4 inch in thickness, but if you do, it's there. Full styrene, like this. This plastic. Yes, you can get like 1/4 inch thick sheets on there at a really good price too. So go check it out. Let's see. And Bailey says, get the odds and ends bags. Yeah, from Evergreen. They're pretty good too, right? Kyle says, thank goodness the straps are cheap, right? Links53, Mr. Corey, he's over there on Twitch. He says, an evening, dude. What's up, Corey? Dude, I got to give you some business here soon, brother. I've been feeling that chibi itch. I need a new one, man. Shane the Daft Robo says, the one company I'd like to be sponsored by is Evergreen. Yeah, right? Dude, who wouldn't, brother? Vincent Lewis, hey, Tim, does that chopper take razor blades? Yes, man. The standard standard razor blades that you would find pretty much anywhere. That's all that it takes. Just these little guys right here. Just the standard stuff. So you go and you get like a box of 100 of them at your local hardware store or something like that, online or whatever. And yeah, that's what the chopper takes. You'll be good to go for years. Yeah, and Brian says, yes, standard flat razors. There you go. Bailey says you can get them in bulk at a hardware store. Bingo. See, these guys know what I'm talking about. These guys are right here, right now with me, man. That's awesome. Donnie says, scratch build a desk. Okay. Actually, I have before. Well, not a desk, but my workbench. And these shelves up here, and these shelves over here, and my spray booth, and my vacuum former, and my light booth, and my pegboard, and these shelves over here. Yeah, I've scratch built all that shit. Let's see. Vince Lewis says, okay, thanks, guys. You're welcome, man. Freddie Torres. Oh, yeah, dude. Chris, just fly out there, motherfucker. Chris Pabs. Depends on what Freddie says. Man, just book a trip and get out there. Come on. Save the pennies, dude. Save the pennies. They're not made of money. SEGMC is absolutely homegrown. Homegrown. Let's see. Lynx53 might need to get some cream for that itch, right? The chibi itch, right? It's a Sean LOL. Courtney says, coolest desk ever. Out of styrene. Yeah, 1-to-1 scale. Donnie Baxter says, 1/4 inch styrene scratch built desk. Man, could be interesting. Could be interesting. That could be very interesting. Anyway, we're caught up. Let's get back to, let's try to get some work in here tonight, because it's already 11:15, guys. Holy shit, we've been talking a lot, but that's okay. Like I said, I still like it. All right, so let's take a look at this guy right here, right? Ooh, if I can get a hold of him. Shit. All right, so I've basically finished panel lining this on all sides. Let's get super zoomed so you guys can see a little bit better detail on this bad boy, yeah? Where? Ooh, that's not what we wanted. That's what we wanted. And we get the little box, and then we go 5x, and bang! Super zoom. And let's get all this stuff pulled back to the front, and let's take you on a tour. All right, so here's the back end of this side, and this little piece right here. This is the piece that folds up, and it's got the little gun holder and everything right there for the Sinanju Stein. I don't think I'm ever going to be using that, so that'll just stay down like that. But you know, nice little panel there. Got some cool panel lines and stuff here. This right here is a 1mm floating notch in the middle of a panel line, and this is 1mm half round, basically glued into that little notch, and I think that's a really good look, right? And then we come down here and we've just got some other panel lines and everything like that, but then we spin it around to the back, and let's get focused. Let's pull focus here, because this is, ooh, look at that. Oh, it's really nice. This little piece is crooked as shit right now, but we'll straighten that guy out. Okay, there we go. So there's the back panel. Again, this is 1mm half round. This is actually just flush mounted to. This is back of the crotch, Freddy. So this is basically like the asshole shot. So don't get it twisted. This is the crotch shot. This is the ass shot. So Freddy, you were wrong. Sorry, buddy. Tentacleman.com or .info. Sorry. But so half round, segmented out, and we're going to do the same thing as we did to the Jesta, kind of make this middle part a light, and then these two ends kind of the caps on that light. So I think that'll be really interesting. We got just this kind of barn door little deal. Got a nice notch there. Got a little Kotobukiya deal there. A couple notches there. We spin that back around this way. And this is something that I'm actually pretty happy with. Let's get the focus going here. This little vent here is actually recessed into this part. It's about 2 millimeters under the surface of this, right? So that's pretty cool. And we got some strips on the side there. We've got a nice little angled strip down there at the bottom, and I really, really dig that whole look, yeah? So good stuff there, and then it just finishes out underneath there. Tentacleman.info. Thank you, Freddie. Go visit tentacleman.info for all your tentacle needs. If you need to create tentacles, tentacleman.info is definitely the website for you. There you go. So this whole back end came out really, really nice. The sides came out quite nice as well. We transitioned over to the front. And oh man, this whole little section down here is kind of tough because of the shape of it, right? So what I did was I just kind of did an outline border scribe all the way around. There's the bottom. Let's get that in focus with just a little, just a little door at the bottom there, and then there's the there's that front kind of little opening there under at the bottom of the crotch, and then we spin this back around this way. You've got that awesome half round detail just kind of sticking right there on the front. That'll be a nice little crotch light for Freddy. Looking good there. We've got some panel lines in here. Oh, I messed up on that one. You see that little jump right there? That's called ramping, guys. I gotta fix that. So good thing I went through the super zoom on here. I fixed all the other ones that I messed up. But then spin this around to the top, and that's what the top scribes look like, and that is transition all the way down to the sides and everything there, right? You've got the intakes right there on the side. Those are perimeter scribe, or perimeter scribed there. Everything is kind of scribed out and shaped out and everything, looking good. I think it came out really, really well, so we're good with that. Let's get the hell out of Soupy Zoom. And 1x, go to 1x, go to 1x, there we go, and boom, get the hell out of there. Boop. Alright, rock and roll. So, that's kind of where we are with the waist unit. This is pretty much done. I don't think I'm going to be adding anything else to this because I like the look of it right now. It's beautiful, I think, in its simplicity, right? It's got nice, clean lines. It's got some really good details that I really, really like. These half rounds on both sides. This recessed vent, the little X plate right there, I think will incorporate nicely once this is all painted. The sides are just very subtle and looking really good. Really, really good. So, the waist is done. And we're starting to work on the front skirts a little bit. And this is kind of where the front skirt is as of right now, right? Excuse me. Let's see. Gamer Buds, of course, the butthole has an X on it, so you can tell what end it was. That's a good call, bud. That's a good call, buddy. Shane says, Gio and I could talk about something, Freddy. 2 horsemen. Oof. Anyway, Julius Dembski says, those are some clean scribes. Nice work as usual. Thank you, Julius. Appreciate that, Sarge. Kyle H says, seeing this gave me an idea. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about, right? Chartwins says, what gives you your idea of where to put scribe lines? That...
We have a question.
That's a great question. That right there is a great question. And we've talked about this on several occasions. How do you come up with panel line designs, right? The main thing that I like to stick to is think about where on this piece that a maintenance person, somebody wrenching on this, where they would need to get to, right? So you think about it like the perimeter scribes here on the front and everything. You know, would a mechanic need to necessarily get that piece off? Probably not. They'd probably have to get this outside piece off, and the mechanics are probably under there. Same thing with this intake right here. You're probably not going to have to take that cowl off, right? Same thing if you looked at like a jet engine on an like on an airplane, like a commercial airliner, right? If you look at the cowl, that's covering and causing and helping with the aerodynamics on the engine. But then the mechanics are behind that, and that's where all the hatches and you know, panels come off and everything. So that's what I start to think about. What's underneath of this thing? Where are the guys going to have to get, and how are they going to get there, right? So in here, you know, the main components I imagine are probably right in here, probably right along the sides of this outtake. You know, and they can get up in here for the mechanisms right in here and all that. So that's where I would suggest to start to think of. So, great question. Great question. Bailey says, these large MGs are really great for waist detailing. Yeah, what did Bailey say? The Sinanju, Sazabi, new? Yes, definitely. 100%. Let's see. Kyle H., one of the many reasons I enjoy your streams. Man, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Daff Robo says, great crotch, Tim. My wife enjoys it. Thank you. Oh, you mean... Sorry. Oh, Andrew's here. Yay. Viewer, Andrew. Mr. Viewer. Hello, Mr. Viewer, Andrew Young. How are you, sir? Oh, Bailey, yes you did, buddy. Oh, yeah. Bailey says, looks like I missed a demotion. Yeah, buddy, you did. That was a fun one, too, man. Bailey says, jet engine intakes usually have a one-piece shroud for integrity. Learn something new every day, right? There you go. Space Rafty 3, recommended sizes for panel scribing on a master grade, and what are each of those sizes used for? And I actually happen to agree with Andrew on this. 0.15 chisel for master grades on panel lines, 0.3 and 0.5 for your notches and things. But then on a high grade, I would switch out the 0.15 for a 0.1 for panel lines, but that's the only one that I would switch out. So, Andrew, you're learning. You're learning, buddy. Good job. I like that. Anyway. Let's, again, try to regroup here and take a look at this front skirt, shall we? Let's get back into Super Zoom here. And where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Boop. Let's get the box. Let's go 5X. Okay, so let's start right off the bat with what you guys are looking at right now. On the Sinanju Stein, it had this molded in little... I don't know, this little kind of chisel recessed detail here, and it just didn't make any sense. So I removed it. I just filled it in with super glue. That little white bit there is actually something that I filled in. So that's actually 100% flush to the surface. So it's all really, really nice and filled in. And same thing for the corresponding one, too. I went ahead and filled that in, too. So that's a good place to start. And then let's transition right up here to the upper part of the front skirt. Again, you've got a 1mm notch in there, and I filled that in, backfilled that with 0.5mm round. And I think that looks a really, really good there on the top. It just gives it a really nice kind of finished look, right? Because this was all just a plain Jane surface at this point. So, yeah. And then I took this, whoops, right there. This recessed detail, which was existing here, and then I just fleshed it out with some scribe lines and everything, scribed in the perimeter inside there, and then brought it down to the side where I brought this line right around here, around the back, and then, of course, around to the corresponding side there. So all in all, that's kind of where we are right now with these front skirts, and I think that's a really, really good place to be at. Now, we've got more to do on this because I'm not happy with the detail level on this particular part because, like I said, this was a very plain Jane part. This does not have the backing on here or anything like that right now because I'm still planning on some things and need to get, you know, some idea of where the next things will go, right? So there you go. Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat because these guys are talking up a storm, right? Oh, so Chris R says you're not the only one, Bailey, referring to little Andrew there. Kyle H says, so a moderator spot is open. I vote George. Right? George says, what's up with this volunteering tonight? You got volunteered, George. I don't know, man. By Kyle there. Let's see. Bailey says super glued that out. Yep, did that 3 times today. Some of those molded notches on these MGs are poo poo, dude. Straight poo poo, right? Excuse me. Andrew says the ones on the master grade Gion is ridiculous. Looks terrible on the Gion. Yeah, I agree. George name Kyle says, George, your name just rolls off the tongue. Aw. Bailey says, but the Gion was in that era of 2.0 and aquatic MGs, right? They put odd details on them. Andrew says, yeah, it looks terrible on the Gion. Andrew says, I had to fill in all the notches on the bottom legs to scribe it, or to scribe it around. Looks tons better. Well, you know what? Andrew gets one of the rare cheers. Cheers, Andrew. I think Andrew's behaving himself tonight, you guys. Well done, Andrew. Golf clap. Golf clap. Okay, so, with this particular piece right now, let's get out of super zoom, yeah? And kind of fill you in with where we're going with this, with the next stage of this piece. Because I do have a plan of action in mind. So, what I want to do is kind of liven up this kind of very large empty space now, right? So what I think I'm going to do is add some sort of venting right here up front. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Just something subtle. Something nice, right? And I don't no, let me see. What is this? Is that too? Yeah, that's too tapered. I think what I might have to do is scratch build it at this point. I think so. I think I might have to scratch build it. Because for the Kotobukiya parts and stuff like that we have, it's not going to be near long enough to fit in this diagonal right here. The good thing about this particular part is that backside right there is clear of any obstructions or connection points or anything like that. So this whole big area here underneath of this top block is completely clear and open space, which is really nice because on the inside of it, it's just flat. It's just nice and flat. You can glue stuff to it. So nice. So nice. So, I think that's what we're going to do. Now, Julius just gave me an interesting thought. He said photo etch vent maybe. And I'll be honest with you, I hadn't thought about that. I haven't thought about that, Sarge, but that's a good call, man. So let's explore that, shall we? Let's explore that just for a few seconds. Let's see what we got in the bank, so to speak. Let's see here. These are a no. Same ones there. These too big. Same one. These are no. Ooh, wait a minute here. We might have something. We might have something here. Those might be a winner. Those might be a winner. We're going to keep these off to the side. These, no, they're straps, hooks. No. Same one as before. Okay, so, with that being said, let's put these off to the side. Let's see what this particular sheet offers us. Because the main thing that I'm going to be looking for is kind of the size, the length of it, right? That's going to be the most important thing to me. Yeah? Freak Nasty 88 is over there on Twitch, and they say you can use zip ties as vents when cut to your desired size. Oh, I have done that before. But what we want to do in this case is have something recessed into the armor, not necessarily flush mount. And I want something maybe just a tad bit more detailed than zip ties. Zip ties are great. I actually used the zip ties on what is it? The Blue Destiny. Yeah, I actually use some on the Blue Destiny in certain places. And they do come in very, very handy. So that's a really good call, actually. But I don't know if they're going to fit the bill for this particular modification that I want to do. So, but that's a great thought, actually. That really is. So let's take off the protective layer of this, and let's see kind of what we've got here, right? Now, these are just awesome little parts here, you guys. I mean, and you can see these are just really, really good. Really good. What's the A number? This is 130 on this. This is AW 130 on this one, Bailey. Yeah, Julio, you were close, man. You said 131. You were only one off, buddy. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It's good. It's still good. All right, so what I'm thinking is we need the longest one. So we're looking at kind of this section over here, right? All of these. But which one? Which one? Do we want to go thin or do we want to go fat? Thin, fat, thin, fat, thin, fat. Let's go thin first. Let's go thin first, and let's see what's what. So, this little guy right here is kind of screaming to come off this little sheet. So let's do him a solid. Let's get this guy off this sheet here. Ever so carefully, because these are very, very delicate parts here. I don't want to necessarily mess these up. Alright, so we're going to put that sheet off to the side. Let's take a looky look here. Got that there. Ooh. Ooh, hey now. Ooh, hey now. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. Oh, something like that would be badass. Yeah, something like that would be just really nice. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Now, the key to all this, is to get this thing to look like it's recessed into the piece. Because that will ultimately sell the look of what we're trying to accomplish here, right? I really like it. I really like it a lot. Julio says, just got back from the new type build night. Was it as bad as it usually is? Oh, zing. Anyway. Bailey says it's the same style, right? Just different sizes. Yeah, dude, it's the same exact thing, just in different widths and lengths. So, yeah, same exact thing. Same, all the way down the sheet. So, the blue backing on this is there, so kind of hard to see. But, yeah, so it's the same design, just different widths and lengths. That's it. Bailey says, I'm ordering a set ASAP. Dude. Oh, Bailey, here. While you're at it, look at this. This is 132. These are great. These are great. So, just real quick, if I could diverge from the conversation like I've been doing all night long, check this out. So, you guys remember the arms, right? That we did the little magnet mods to last week and everything. And you noticed that I added this. Look at this. The magnet's pulling the tweezers in. You guys noticed this Kotobukiya little deal there, right? So the plan at this point is to drop in one of these guys ever so carefully. Get in there. Just like that. Boom. Look at the detail. Look at the detail. Detail's amazing. Detail's amazing. So I so love these. I so love these photo etch parts. These are so good. Bailey says, those look great. Do it. Oh, absolutely. It's already done, dude. It's already done, man. Already done. George says, no cover charge. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, now, boys. Now. Should be something better. But anyway, I digress. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about good shit, right? Need to cop some 132. Those are dope. Dude, they are. The 132s are great because they come in, what is it? They start out at, they begin at 3mm and then they top out at 5mm. So perfect for little joints and stuff like that. Absolutely perfect. My only disappointment in this whole wonderful sheet is that these bottom two sets, these three here and these three here, you only get 3, not 4 like the other designs. Kind of pissed me off. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know, I can't make them give me another one in the sheet. I can't make them fit it in. Maybe if I designed my own photo etch parts, I could probably fit it. But I don't, so I can't complain. More's the pity, right? More's the pity. Yes, and Bailey's right, because of the branding. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. But some of the best designs, they left off for the fucking branding. Whatever. Kyle H says, Tim, what if you do a strap above the vent in the upper part of the skirt to make a hatch? Well, oh, you mean like right here? That's a good idea, actually. I like that. Yeah, I do like that. Julio Ponte says, Mecha etch parts. That's an idea, right? Anyway, let's turn back to this and kind of get it going here, right? Because we've got 20 minutes left? Come on, man, on a Monday night. Y'all are on fire on a Monday. I love it. All right, let's get this out of here. Let's get some measuring done because, Christ, look at that. You see this? Y'all see this? Y'all seeing this? Because of the magnets. Because of the... That's what you get when you work with magnets, kids. That's what you get. Yeah, that's what you get. Christ. Get that guy off of there. Off to the side with you. All right. So, let's get some measuring done, shall we? All right. So, we are measuring this at, we're calling this 8 wide. or 8 in length, and this is, let's see, let's really get in there and see what this looks like. Yeah, I think that's like 2 and some change. No, exactly 2. So it's 2 by 8. This little vent is 2 millimeters by 8 millimeters. So that's actually going to help us out a ton. It's going to help us out a ton because what we are going to be doing here is to make a stencil of the shape, and then we're going to use one of our chisels, and we're going to cut that shape out, and then we can kind of backfill that recess in and then pop that little vent down in there. Oh, and it's just going to look so good, you guys. Come on now. It's going to look so good. Let's see. You wouldn't just carve it out with a big chisel. No, dude, because the thing is, once you get past 1 millimeter, maybe 1.2, it gets harder to keep that, that bottom of that chisel, the chiseled out bit, whatever, I don't know. It gets harder to keep that flat at the bottom, right? It starts to wave. So at that point, I don't want to dick around with that too much. And plus, I do want some space between the vent and whatever's below it, simply because I want to sell that illusion of scale. So if it was wavy, number one, surface adhesion you'd have to worry about. And then also, I don't want glue coming up the vents either, because that'll just kind of ruin the look of it. So, no, this definitely needs to be recessed a bit, and we need to cut that out and get that flushed up with this thing, and then it'll look really, really good. Yeah, that'll look really good. Kyle H says, every time I hear magnets, I think of that ICP song. You lost me, dude. I know you meant Insane Clown Posse, but I couldn't tell you a single song of theirs, to be honest with you. Andrew Young. All right, Lil has a question. You're not going to get it. Anyone have Zeong Master Grade hands they're willing to part with? My lazy ass doesn't want to buy a Zeong again. I don't blame you. Bailey says, I'm getting some carving done with a big chisel. Good luck, buddy. Good luck, man. You're going to need it. Julius Dembski's, damn. Damn it, Tim. You did it again. Yet another thing you used that I need to buy. AW132 and then decals tomorrow. Sorry, dude. My apologies. My sincerest apologies. Please extend my apologies to Mrs. Dembski. And if she's got a problem, if she's got some heat for you, just send her my way and I'll talk her down off the ledge. Don't worry about it. We take care of our own. Trust me. Trust me. All right. So what we need now is we need a stencil piece to make this particular part. So what I need is 1.5 wide, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using our 0.2 millimeter chisel to go around the outside, and having it a 0.2 gives it a 0.4 millimeter outline all the way around, all totaled, and then that way we can use 0.5 millimeter plastic strips to backfill that and make it look recess. Aha! Right? So I think is this 2 millimeter? I think this is 2 millimeter. Let's match it up. Yeah, that's 2 millimeter. That's a little bit wide for what we need right now. Where's my 1.5? I think this is it. I think this is my 1.5 strip right here. Let's measure it and see. Boom. 1.5. On the money. Okay, so now what we're also going to do is we're going to cut this at about 7.5. Again, we're going to shave 0.5 millimeter off of there because that 0.4 millimeter all the way around will act on all 4 sides. So that's the thing to think about. Ba-boom. All right, so let's get the good old little chopper out here, right? And now what we're going to do is we need to get this little part right here, and we need to put this back on the sheet, because I do not want to lose this part, because these things are basically worth their weight in gold here. And I do not want to lose even one of them, because I'm going to need 2, and there's only 6 on this sheet. So just in case I want to use these anyplace else on this model or the other model, they need to stay on the sheet. That's their home for right now. So we know the dimensions. We can work off of that, right? Dad Socks Hard on YouTube. He says, Tim making all the wives mad. Hey, man, it's my job, right? Let's see. Andrew Young, background show I had on just now, last episode of Evangelion. I was so confused again. This show is terrible. No one can... Whatever. No sense was made. Thank you, Freddie. Yes. And Andrew's tipsy right now, you guys. So there we go. Anyway. 7.5 is what we need. 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. Let's lock this in. Let's get 7.5 measured out, locked in. They're right about there, I'd say. I think that's going to be safe. It's better to be a little under than over, because you can use a chisel afterwards and really kind of trim down anything that you might need to make room for. So keep that in mind too. So let's flatten out this front edge of that strip, pop that off, and then let's pop our first strip there. We're going to pop our second strip for the other front skirt. So now we have 2 little 1.5 by 7.5 millimeter strips here. So we'll get the good old chopper out of the way. Let's do a little bit of measuring just to make sure that our measurements are on point, because at this juncture it can't hurt, right? So I mean, you can't argue with that, boys. I mean, that's about as close as you're going to get to perfection right there. I'll take that. I'll take that. Joe Tools over there on Twitch, he says, what was that cutting tool called? Oh, Joe. Number one, first and foremost, welcome to the show. Thank you for watching. You get one of these, buddy. That was my favorite tool of all. That, my friend, is the Chopper by Northwest Shortline. You want to talk about a tool that will change the way you build models? This is the one. This is the one. It's basically like a little plastic miter saw, because it comes with these little stop blocks and angles and stuff like that. And I use it all the time. Pretty much every single time I sit down to this bench, it comes out because it's so useful. You can cut plastic. You can cut Dymo tape, which is just scribing tape. Sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit with it. But, and this is the thing that a lot of us have kind of jumped on the bandwagon here recently, Northwest Shortline is shutting down operations, or it actually has shut down operations, I think, as of July 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So there's not going to be any more stock of the Chopper 2 for at least the foreseeable future. We hope that the rights to these things get bought out by a separate company, another company that will basically pick up the mantle and, you know, continue to manufacture it. But we can't be for sure. So if you're at all interested in the Chopper 2, man, I highly suggest that you get it. Since you're on Twitch, there is a link under here leading to my Amazon page. And I'm going to tell you what, it's $43 on Prime right now. It's a really good price. You could be able to get it in hobby stores if you have one local to you. But anywhere you get it, man, I'd say pick it up right now. It doesn't matter where you get it, to be honest with you. just get one if you're at all interested. It's an amazing, amazing tool. So many people just really, really love it. So, yeah. Chopper 2 by Northwest Shoreline. There you go. Julio... I don't know. I know there was work being done. But as far as that, I don't know. So, I don't know what all of them want, you know? David Campos, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Mecha Army. You get one of these. Boom. Thank you for watching. Awesome. Joe Tool says thanks. You're welcome, man. Absolutely. Kyle H, gotta get to bed early morning tonight. Early morning. Night, everyone. Kyle, good night, buddy. Good night. Julio Ponte, good answer. Yeah, well, best answer I can give you. Best answer I could give you. Char Twins, damn it, I could never afford it, and now I won't be able to get it at all now. Dude, there's still stock available, though. That's the thing. So, save your pennies and go get you one. Yeah. As Freddie says, get to the chopper. Right? Get one. Get you one. Ugh. Yes, sir. Okay, so let's do this real quick. And then I think we got 9 minutes left. We've got to hurry. So, these two pieces, these are stencils. That's all they are. They are stencils. These are cutting stencils. Much like scribing jigs and guides and stencils and stuff like that, these are cutting stencils, and I will show you what we use these for. All right? So, what I'm going to do, and let's see here. Let's see. No, I don't want that. Here we go. Here's a nice little strip of 1x1. Okay, so we're going to use this 1x1 as a guide, right? So what we do is we put those two little strips off to the side. We're going to use this guy. We're going to butt him right up to the edge of that upper block here on the front of this, right? Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to poke one of these little strips with our little hobby knife here, and then we're going to get our BSI glue, great glue, and we're going to pop just a teensy-weensy little bit of super glue on here, just enough so that it doesn't squeeze out, right? Just a little dab will do ya, as my grandmother would say. Now, next best thing to do is we need another little guide here, and we're going to use this little 1.5 mil, and we're going to find the inner corner here for this piece, and that looks to be good there. And then what we're going to do is just going to pop this guy into that corner as best as possible, and that should be good to go. Alright, let's double check and make sure. Ah, come on, you. No, that's not good. That's not good. So we need to pull this back off. Not a big deal. This is where just a teensy-weensy drop of super glue comes in really handy, because you can pop that thing off there like I just did with your little hobby knife, and then you can reapply it. So we just reapply just a teeny tiny little bit of super glue on here. Just like that. Alright, so now let's try this another way. Let's get this guy laid down like that, and we're gonna bump him up all the way to the side there, and we're just gonna eyeball the side of this here. It's that gap between the top block and this this cut that's going to be all important to me, right? So now we take out our little guide stencil there without... It popped back and hit me on the nose. Sorry about that, you guys. Caught me off guard a little bit. All right, so now we've got our stencil laid down here, right? So this is good because it doesn't have a ton of super glue on there or anything like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to use our 0.2 millimeter chisel here as our cutting utensil. Now to do that, before we do that, I'm going to put my eyes on here and we're going to get to town. All right, so let's see. Bailey says if it's prime, it's a no-brainer. Bingo. Chris R, 16 left. 16 of what? 16 of what? Let's see. 16 of what? What's Chris got up? Oh, the chopper. Yes. Very good. 16 left, $43. What's up, Josh? VFX10 Viper. Anime Expo. Best of show. Winner with the Moon Gundam, who may get his Moon Gundam in the next Moon Gundam manga, Mr. Josh. Hello, hello. Yes. So anyway, all right. Let's get on this, you guys. All right, so now what we got to do, we've got our stencil laid down. Now all we have to do is follow this around with the chisel and basically just cut this piece out and just chisel all the way through this plastic. That's all we got to do. Simple, simple. So let's have at it. Now, once you get the scribe lines, fairly deep into this thing, you don't need to keep this stencil on there. It's really just going to get in the way. So we're going to get the initial scribe lines in here with this cutting stencil, and then we're going to pop it off the plastic and continue with the lines after that, and then just basically cut through the plastic after that. Okay, make sure you get the debris out of there, because if you don't, your chisel will ramp, and you don't want that happening. Fixing ramping mistakes isn't a fun task. If you can save the surface of your piece without ramping, then I would do that. I would do that. No, guys. Okay, so number one, Jesus jumped up Christ, Andrew. No. Andrew's making a mess of the GBWC and how things work out, guys. Anime Expo was its own competition. That doesn't go... That's done. Viper has his place. He will get judged by Kawaguchi among the other winners of the other competitions and stuff. The ones that compete at, like Hobby Towns and Kinokuniya or whatever, those are the ones in contention for the other, what is it, the New York Comic Con, Anime NYC, wherever they decide to have it or whatever. So that's what's happening there, Andrew. Anyway. James. Mr. Nozaku boy. He's alive. That's a good sign, right? Dude, did you have a good time, James? How was the panel with you and Robbie? I know Robbie's hurting today, but I think most Aussies that went to GBWC this past weekend are probably hurting today. What? What the hell happened there? My screen went black for a second. That was weird. Anyway, Andrew says that's what I said. But you asked him if he was getting tickets to Anime NYC, Andrew. Top 15 goes to NYCC. Just in the... Just from the hobby town and all that. Yeah. Oh, Julio Ponte said, asked that. Sorry, Julio, you fucked up. Whoopsie. Andrew, I'm sorry. My bad. Anyway. James says, was awesome. That panel was a bit sketchy. Was fun. Now that I'm back, the videos will start again. Awesome. But yeah, Australia's entries are for crazy good this year. Yeah, dude, they are. Needed more sleep. Yeah, no shit, dude. Kurt, who said? I think it was Robbie that said you went to bed at like 5 a.m. or something like that, right? So, Andrew Young, Tim is not sorry. Thanks, Freddie. Actually, I kind of am. Not sorry enough to give you your mod spot back, but still. I apologize for putting words in your mouth, Andrew. I didn't mean it. Alright, so... we've got the scribe lines looking fairly good at this point. So now we can pop this off of here and really go to town on this. So we'll just stick our hobby knife on under there, pop that off, and then there's our cut line in there, ready to go, right? Oh yeah. Bailey says he says I'm biased, but I way preferred what I saw from James, Rob, Josh, and Craig over the winners. Dude, it's it's because they're our boys, man. But Aaron's my boy too, so it's like choosing your favorite kid. It's not. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Chris Pab says, Tim, do you mind if I plug my series of videos I've been posting for the Double Zeta? No, dude, come on. Come with it. Post it. Or plug it. Whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Andrew says, I saw Aaron's and was like, oh, yeah, that's the winner. Yeah, Aaron was nice enough, at least from what he said, to show me first before everybody else. And I was kind of blown away by it when I first saw it. The painting was on point. The draping of the flag, the Japanese flag behind the Zaku, was very, very good. I mean, the details were on point. I was very impressed by it. Very impressed. I knew he would do good. I knew this year would be really tough in Australia, though. So, yeah. Yeah, Julio says, I was super surprised you didn't place James. Honestly, I was too. But again, man, I would have hated to be the Gooch and the judges over there, because that was insane, absolutely insane. I mean, you guys are all studs in my book. I'll be honest, all of you, every single one of you. Okay. Now we can really make progress on this piece, and I'll try to keep my damn. I'll try to keep the eyes out of the way here, or at least keep them to the side. And let's keep this in camera here, right? Let's see, am I? Yeah, that's decent enough, yeah. I don't think it's ever going to pull great focus on something like this simply because I have my hands in the way. But, whoa! Hey now! Lorenzo Moroni, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. And welcome to the... Haha! Boom! Mecha Army. What's going on? Yes, thank you. Appreciate that. Cheers. Yes. James says, plus this year I finally got a straight to the bin badge. That's one thing I really love about the Australians. There's this like inside joke amongst the guys that didn't place. They basically are just like, all right, straight to the bin, meaning straight to the trash for us Americans, right? It's just so funny. Just so funny. Josh, had his pin, says straight to the bin. Yeah. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. I think it was Josh and Aaron that started that, Bailey. Bailey says, who started that? I think it might have been Josh and Aaron, because I remember, like, what was it, maybe 3 or 4 years ago? There was a picture I know of Josh, Aaron, and someone else. And I forget who it was in that picture. But they're all just kind of looking like disheveled and everything with their models in their hands and everything. Yeah, it was Josh and Aaron. Thank you, James. Oh, and Chris. Yeah, okay. And they're just standing there, just disheveled, and yeah, the caption was just straight to the bin, and then it just kind of took off from there. And they've made it a thing every year since then, for the losers, right? So yeah, it's just fun, man. That's the type of thing the Aussies have, man. They have fucking fun, even if they don't place or anything. They just have fun with it. Why can't we be like that? I don't know. This is why we can't have nice things, people. This is why we can't have nice things. Donnie Baxter over there on Facebook, he says, Pabs! And Chris is like, I had to move to Facebook. YouTube stopped working for me. Aw. We still love you, Chris, even though you're back over on Facebook. Okay. So, we just need to scribe this thing until we're basically just busted through to the other side. That's all we're doing right now. And the reason why we're using a chisel instead of like a saw or a hobby knife is because this is just way more accurate in terms of cutting potential. Simply because you're getting exactly exactly the cut, the shape, the size, everything that you need. Now, you could definitely use like a hobby saw, a photo etch saw, like a Hasegawa tri-tool or something like that. And it would work if you're you know, very careful, take your time, attention to detail, all that good stuff. You know the drill. But I find that if you have a 0.2 millimeter scriber or chisel like this, it works just as well, if not better. So, there you go. Chris Pav says, oh, damn, the Facebook hate is real. Nah, not at all. Not at all, man. We love you. Sometimes I like to give Facebook, and not the people of Facebook, but Facebook proper, I just like to give Facebook some shit because Facebook just loves to act up on me. Like last Thursday, it just would not work. It just would not go live. So all we had was YouTube and Twitch, right? But tonight, thankfully, Facebook is behaving, right? Facebook is behaving tonight. It's not the people on Facebook. It's just Facebook as the platform itself that just sometimes gets on my fucking nerves. Alright. We are almost through on both of the long sides. You can see here on the back, let me get my hands out of the way. You can see here how it's starting to bust through on the long scribes, right? Now, the shorter sides, they're a little bit more tricky, right? Just a little bit more tricky. So, let's see. Just kind of shorter strokes, and you have to use a little bit more control when you're scribing these shorter, these shorter sides, simply because it will absolutely gunk up and jump on you, and the surface of your plastic will not be very happy with you. So, you take our time. Ah, you son of a bitch! Look at that. It ramped on me. Shit. Right while I was talking about being careful and attention to detail. Fuck. Damn it. Anyway, happens to the best of us, you guys. That's evidence right there. Son of a bitch. That's okay, though. We can fix it. Just fill it in with a little bit of super glue, sand it down flush, and you'll never, ever know that it's there. Alright, so now we've got one side all the way busted through, so now we just push in that other side, get all the chaff, bits, and leftover gunk out of there. And we'll clean up the inside edges here with our hobby knife and just kind of trim that up, recess those down, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so there's our cutout, right? There's our cutout. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Ricardo Ramirez says, haha, give us a second chance. Man, always. It's not, like I said, it's not the people of Facebook. It's the platform itself. Kenneth Sim, it jumped. Yeah, it did. William says, gonna have a great fucking time at any comp. You damn right. Julie Semsky says, alright, Tim, I just spent $30 at Galactic Toys. Mrs. Dembski will be calling you soon. You better answer the call, or I will never hear the end of it, Mecha Army. Buddy, I will take that call for you. I will absolutely do that. Viper says, oh, I hate when that happens. Dude, right? Andrew says, why didn't you use a wide width, a push? Because we're cutting through. We're not just recessing it. And recessing it at this width, this is 2 millimeters wide, you're going to get a wavy bottom. And that ain't going to happen. Not going to happen. Yeah, and James, of course, yeah. He says, I'm sorry, but that was timed perfectly. Dude, it really kind of was. It's almost like I did it on purpose, but no, I didn't. Robin Barra says, shit happens. Dude, it really does, right? Julio says, someone make a clip of that. You got to get on Twitch to do that, dude. Bailey says, could also scribe down the middle and snap it in half. Yeah, that's true as well. One half dozen or another at that point, too, though. Battle damage. Yeah, thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate that, buddy. Julio, that super glue filler is the tits. Dude, it really is, right? Used that this weekend. Hard-bodied, right? It's a mistake. No, it's battle damage. Bailey says another way is to drill holes inside the circumference and file out to the right dimension. I've done that in the past, and I really don't like that method. It never comes out as clean as something like this. Even though, yes, it jumped and it scratched the surface, which is easily fixable, but you never really kind of get the same accuracy as using like a stencil and scribing it out. So that's why I went this route, right? And Bailey says, but I hate drilling holes. So do I. Andrew says, I quit the whole thing. It never gets it right ever. Yeah. Andrew says, screw it. I rather chisel it with a wide width. Dude, and that's the thing. It's never going to be straight. That bottom is going to be a wave, right? It's going to be a wave. Bailey says, we have 2 clips from this stream. Also when the strip popped him in the nose. Right here on the tip of my nose. Yeah, right? Ken's over there on Twitch. He says hello. What's up, Ken? From beautiful Hawaii. But yeah, so fun times, right? Fun times. We've got clips galore tonight, you guys. Clips galore. All right, so now, big thing. This is the big thing. Now we have to clean up the inside edges and just kind of make them nice and square. And to do that, we're going to use this nice big old 1.5 here. Now, this is 2 millimeters wide. So, little Andrew, no, I could not have used this. So, don't even ask. But this other side that we just kind of snapped off needs to be squared up a bit. And I think we got it. I'm going to square up this edge here as well. And that's looking really good. And we're just going to go around the whole thing and just kind of square the corners, get any excess chaff out of here, and just basically bring up the general tidiness of this cutout, yeah? Okay. That looks pretty good. Now, let's take the hobby knife to the inside of this one more time and just kind of clean this up. Get this nice. Basically, I just like to make kind of a little chamfer around the inside edges of the cutout, just to clean it up, just to make it nice and neat. And that's really all I gotta do. Okay, so that's good there. Good there. Rockin'. Okay, so moment of truth now is to see if that vent fits in here properly and what kind of other fine-tuning that we might have to do, right? Let's see. Craig Flynn, Mr. Craig, Mr. Flynn Berger, he's over there on Facebook now. And he says, hi all from the Facebook side of the fence with the cool kids. Right? Donnie says, hey Craig. Craig Flynn says, sup DB? So Sean and all of them are saying hi to him. Nice. Andrew Young says, my second favorite chisel is the 1.5. 1.0 is my favorite. Can't change my mind. Okay. Like, how much work do you do with a 1.5 millimeter chisel and a 1 millimeter chisel anyway? To have that be your favorite, I don't get it. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Yo, look at this. This, my fine friends, fits almost perfectly. Lengthwise, we are in really good shape. But look at that. You can see right through. Yeah, dog. That looks nice. Look at that. That looks awesome. That just looks awesome, right? There's a little bit of truing up. There's just a teeny little bit of thickness, just a little bit. Nothing crazy that we need to take out of this thing. But other than that, this is good to go. Yes. Love it. Love it. But, man, tell me that doesn't look awesome, you guys. Tell me that doesn't look awesome. I think it looks amazing. So I think that's what we're going to do with the other one, too. A little bit of work, yes, but it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. Kenneth Sim, how are you going to glue that in position, Tim? Kenneth Sim, that's a great question, dude. That is an excellent question. Now, the main thing, this is the part that I wanted to stress most, is that right now this is surface, this is flush, right? This is surface mounted. Just like that. You can see there that this is flush with that surface. I do not want that. I want that to be under the surface. I want it to be recessed just slightly, right? Maybe a 0.5 millimeter or so. Maybe not even that, right? So what we're going to do, next thing, is we're going to have to build a box to support it. And it needs to be an open box. And it needs to fit the inside perimeter of this thing. So what we're looking at here, and let me get my eyes on to really see the dimensions of this thing. Look at that. I mean, you really can't fit that much better in there. So what we're looking at is the shit, it's not even focusing. What we're looking at is the perimeter, this outside edge of this piece, right? And what that thickness is, because that's going to be key. So is that, shoo, that's going to be 1/4 millimeter, it looks like. Here's a quarter millimeter strip. And I think that our box is going to need to be 1/4 millimeter thick. Yeah. Okay, so this is the thing. If we build our box out of 1/4 millimeter strip, right? We do not have a top on that box. We have an open box. What that's going to do is we're going to set this inside here, and that's going to line the rim of this thing, right? So it's going to basically be kind of an L shape here. This is going to be our box. This is going to be the side of the cutout, right? So what's going to happen is once we put that vent etch in there, it's going to sit right on that 1/4 millimeter edge box that we did. It's going to look awesome. Yes. That's what we're talking about. So, again, man, it's going to take a lot, well, not a lot of work, but it's going to take some work, but the look of it is going to be impeccable. Yeah. Look of it's going to be impeccable. So, there we go. Love it, you guys. Love it. All right, let's get caught up real quick. Last time with the chat, and then we'll be calling it a night, right? Bunch of you still watching. I really appreciate that. Let's go back to camera 1, shall we? Boom. There we go. Let's finish this sucker out. Andrew says, Freddy bite me. I don't know what Freddy did, but he was probably right to do it. If Andrew's saying bite me or something. Let's see. Char Twins like a glove. Yeah, right? Julio Ponte says, damn, that looks dope. Thank you, Julio. Appreciate that, brother. Craig Flynn says, over there on Facebook, checking in on my coffee break. I'm destroying the coffee machine today. Dude, I think all the Australians are hurting something fierce today. Bailey says, lots of art store paints work for what we do, but not the varnishes. Yeah, pretty much. Bailey says, I heard the golden acrylics are good, though. Never tried them. Julius Dempsey says, yeah, whoever gave you that idea is awesome. I think I just kind of came up with it on my own. But thank you, Julius. I appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. Bailey says he'll put a plate on the back. Yeah, kind of. My thoughts, it's going to be hollow. Yes, and you were right. You were right, Kenneth. Very good. Julio Ponte, I have tried MIG Gold acrylics, and they are fantastic. MIG makes great shit. Bailey says, yeah, Emo's great stuff. Yeah. Brobo Brian says, finished snapping the first kit for my GBWC build 3 times faster. Oh, boy. You guys don't know what Brian's building, but I do, and I think it's going to be awesome. Just saying. Just saying. It's going to be secret. It's going to be secret. So we're not letting anything out of the bag, but it's going to look awesome. Trust me. All right. Eris385 says, looks good. Thank you. Appreciate that, buddy. That's awesome. No, y'all, trust me, you're all guessing wrong. You're all guessing wrong in terms of Brian's build. No, nothing could be farther from that. Anyway, all right, guys. So, don't forget, tomorrow, big day. Mecha Decal 001, red, gray. Not green, gray. Tomorrow. Big day. Pre-orders go up for all 5 new sheets from 001, right? 2 new colors in the 1/100 scale, 3 the 3 colors in the 144 scale, right? So, the 2 in the 1/100 scale, $8.99. All the 144, $6.99. It's going to be awesome. Pre-orders go up tomorrow in USA Gundam Store. Don't miss it. Okay? Don't miss it. Aside from that, if you want one of these cool-ass Bear Guy t-shirts, all you got to do is hit up www.childofmecha.com, hit the store button up at the top. You will find shirts, hats, bags, all sorts of other cool stuff on there. Go get you some of that. And then also, hey, you know what? It's Prime Day. Perfect day to peruse the Amazon link, if I do say so myself. It's right down there underneath of the stream, right here on YouTube and Twitch. That side, if you're watching on Facebook. Go check it out. I don't know how much is on Prime Day deals right now, but if you're getting anything on Prime Day deals, check out the list. You might find something there that you could be really interested in, right? Like a Chopper 2. Get them while you can. $43 on Prime. It's a good deal. Kenneth Sims says, Tim, any chances for silver or gold decals? Not at this point. Not at this point. Simply because there's just not a ton of demand for metallic decals like that. And then once you clear coat them or flat coat them or whatever, they just don't look the same, right? So probably not right away. Who knows what the future may hold, though? Yeah? Who knows? Julio Ponte says, how did the 144 look? Dude, same as the other ones. Just scaled down 30%. They're rearranged on the sheet a little bit, obviously, but you get the same number of decals on the 144 sheet that you get on the big old 1/100 sheet. The same number. They're just, like I said, just rearranged. And they're scaled down 30% because that's what the scaling factor is. So, yeah. But aside from that, like I said on the Amazon link, I do get a little bit of a commission based off of the stuff you buy. It does go to help out the stream. The mic, Stream Deck, the upgrade to the PC operating system is all case in point on that, right? And let's see, what else? If you need to get Mecha decals or anything like that, or paints or kits or other accessories, hit up our amazing friends right down here, USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine folks down there will definitely hook you up, and it'll be awesome, right? And you get one of those cute little Apex robot stickers that Corey, Mr. Lynx 53 did. They're awesome. So, just saying. But aside from that, yeah, fun times. So, pre-orders tomorrow. Don't miss them. USA Gundam Store. I'm sure I will hear from Adam when he has those posted, and then I will in turn post on social medias to give you guys the heads up. So, go get you some. Okay? All right. So, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching tonight. You guys have been amazing. Come on back on Wednesday and chat with us, hang out, and just have fun, right? But until then, have an amazing Tuesday. Go build something cool. Stay safe out there, you guys. Like Army. Good night.